The human eye is capable of seeing objects as small as 1 micrometer. Since most microorganisms are about this length, we can actually see microbes without any microscopes. This doesn't happen in your normal field of vision, but entoptically, meaning within the structure of the eye. The most common entoptic visions are seeing your blood vessels or seeing white blood cells. Using a combination of light and simply pinholes, you can see the different structures of your eye. A lot depends on the shadow geometry, meaning the intensity of the light, even the kind of light, such as using blue light, as well as the distance and just your own visual structure will all play a role into the kind of entoptic phenomena you see. It's worth noting that these aren't hallucinations. Another common entoptic experience is phosphenes. It's those flashes of light, shape, and color in your eye when they're closed. Now, whether phosphenes are produced entirely in the visual system or somewhere else in the brain or along the cortex is still a mystery. Most likely, they can come from anywhere you have nerves or neurons connecting to the eye, which is essentially your entire brain. And from the brain, also the rest of the body. You have an entire nervous system. It's all connected. If your eyes are closed and you feel pain in one area, you may produce phosphenes. The easiest way to see some phosphenes right now is close your eyes and move them back and forth, left and right. The bursts of light you see, those are the phosphenes. What's interesting is that during rapid eye movement or REM sleep, your eyes are moving like that, which means you're generating phosphenes, and it's probably a big part of what dreaming is. This gets even more interesting because most psychotropic substances produce phosphenes. The eye is not a sterile environment. It has an important community of microorganisms, but it's also greatly influenced by the health of your gut and your overall microbiome. During an infection, many of those microorganisms go to the eye. In the book Microbes and Other Shamanic Beings, this is the argument that the author makes. Psychotropic substances employed by shamans augment sensibility to light and enhance the attention of the observers. I hypothesize that shamans have developed enhanced techniques of entoptic microscopy. This is probably something they spent a lifetime learning and honing. There's also studies into after images and bioluminescence. These photobiophysical processes, I imagine, are related to the phosphenes and entoptic phenomena. Biophotons is light produced by organic systems. Nerves or neurons, they also produce light. It's one of the ways that they communicate. I imagine that there's a system or pattern to the shapes and the colors of phosphenes. The different color phosphenes perhaps could be indicative of where they're coming from in the body. Maybe the mental state, or even just the information that the nerve is relaying through the light. But that signal can be sent to the eye. And if your eyes are closed, you're able to see that biophoton, that bioluminescence. All of this gets vastly more complex and intricate when you mix and match different ways of seeing the phosphenes and entoptic phenomena with different mental states, just different personal experiences, and even psychotropic substances, as well as meditation, different breathing techniques, and whether you're in a dark room, sensory deprivation, all of these things can affect what you see and how you see, even including your metabolism and the overall health of your body. Eyes are fluorescent, meaning they can emit some level of light. But I think it's all this bioluminescence that's behind the ideas of your eyes lit up, or the light's gone from your eyes, or your eyes are blazing. It could even be related to feeling eyes on the back of your head, where if you look at someone and they're able to notice that you're looking at them, you can feel eyes on you. Perhaps there's a level of light waves or electromagnetism that you're kind of subconsciously picking up on, based on the intensity and intention of the visual system. It also makes me think of like crystal ball gazing and mirror scrying and other divinatory practices that involve the eye. They're probably stimulating some kind of entoptic or phosphene visionary experience. Obviously, if there's hypnotism, trance, or psychotropic substances, or any combination of those, you just increase the chances of seeing these things and interpreting them as having meaning. Now, obviously, I would think that there's meaning behind that can be used for divinatory practices or diagnostic practices, though I think a lot of people would probably disagree with that. But it kind of goes along the same lines as dreaming and seeing events play out in the future that actually do end up happening. And if dreams are related to phosphenes and entoptic phenomena and the microbiome and that kind of information network going on during all of those processes, then it probably validates some of those other divinatory and shamanic and meditative experiences. And even blind people can have phosphene experiences, and this is probably behind why blind people were considered oracles or seers or had enhanced spiritual abilities in ancient times. The last thing I said for this video, I mentioned breathing technique if you want to try this out and have a strange visionary experience. What you do is you breathe in through your nose, out your mouth, through your mouth, out your nose, through your nose, out your mouth, just in that pattern about a dozen times, deep, full breaths, and then relax, close your eyes, and you'll have a strange visionary experience. I know this is kind of another jumble of ideas, but the implications are so huge because this is like an everyday experience. This is something that's just natural to our system, to our anatomy. I could probably discuss this for hours, but we'll just stop it here. So thanks for watching.